Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to this exciting series of videos titled Tips to Understand Quran. I am your host Amal Haidar, and my goal is to facilitate for you understanding Quran in a smooth, authentic, and precise manner. Let's get started. Tip number 1. Understand the Quranic word. We will start with the word. Well, we all know that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala said, بِلِسَانٍ عَرَبِيٍّ مُبِينٍ, that He subhanahu wa ta'ala revealed Quran in a clear Arabic tongue. Please notice its tongue is not a language. We have words together compose a language. The language with its culture, with the culture of the people who speak the language would make the tongue. So unless and until I understand the single word, I would not be able to understand the entire meaning. In order for me to understand the Quranic word, I have to approach it from two different angles. One, I have to check the classical meaning of the word. Two, I have to check the Quranic usage of the word. When we say the classical meaning of the word, we don't mean the popular meaning. So the popular meaning is not the classical meaning, like word jihad. The classical meaning of the word is not the cultural meaning of the word. These are completely two different things, like word hijab. The classical meaning, Allah revealed Quran in the classical language, not in a local dialect. So I have to know this. Well, where do I find the classical meaning of the word? Obvious answer is in the dictionary. Well, Arabic English dictionary will do, better yet the Arabic dictionary. So please don't be intimidated by that. Whether you are a native speaker or non-Arabic speaker, you don't need to be overwhelmed. Well, I'm gonna walk you through this slowly, tip after tip, word after word, example of example, and as a result of your exposure, slowly and gradually, you're gonna begin to develop the sense and the understanding of the language and the dynamic of the language. So please don't be overwhelmed for now. More often than not, words have more than one single meaning, and that's in any given language. Arabic is not unique in that. So if you approach the dictionary and you search for the classical meaning, you may realize that this word has 3, 4, 6, or maybe 10 different indications. Well, how do you know? How do I know which one Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala intended? Here where we have to see the Quranic usage of the word. Here where you have to know how Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word across the Quran. So you're gonna bring all the ayat that contain the specific word you're trying to understand and look at the pattern. Look at that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used the word. And if word context come to mind, please understand that context is not really reliable and it's not sufficient. And that's because the popular meaning of the word could be very much one of its classical meaning. Be that as it may, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used it completely different in the Quran. So you need to check the Quranic usage of the word. Let's have an example. Let me erase this part. And the example we're talking about is word success. Success in Arabic has two different words, najah and falah. Well, obviously, we know the basic meaning of success, which is accomplishment of a goal. You agree? Accomplishment of a goal. So even though both words mean accomplishment, there's a substantial difference between the two words. Please keep in mind, the Arabic vocabulary, the Arabic word is highly precise. So najah, we're saying accomplishment of goal. If I have my goal, I succeeded. So very much this is result oriented. You agree? Result oriented. Well, falah is result oriented. This is part of the essential part of the word, result oriented. The distinction between the two words In word najah, yes, its result-oriented value, however, is irrelevant. In word najah, in this word, good or bad don't matter. There's no value there. If I cheated on a test and didn't get caught and ended up passing the test, I can consider myself succeeded. If I'm an actress and I drop movie every Christmas, every season, and now my movies are full of violence, full of blood, full of foul language, disrespect to the divine, impolite scene, and whole the package, but box office wise, I generate a lot of return on the investment, well, I am a successful actress. Am I not? Value is irrelevant. Do you care to guess what's the difference with word falah? Of course. Value is essential. So even though falah is result oriented, the value of it is essential. Take another guess. Would you want to guess which word Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used in the Quran? Oh, of course. Absolutely. Falah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala used it 40 times in its different forms, if you will, between verb and between adjective. And you may say, well, of course Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala cares about what value. Nobody thinks Allah doesn't care. Well, yes and no. 1 second here. Well, the Arabic word is precise. The Quranic word is loaded with meanings. The Arabic word is precise again. The Quranic word is loaded with meaning. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala paints a whole picture. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you the word, not just the word, the whole package with the word. And until we understand this package, our benefit from the Quran, our understanding of the Quran, it will be very limited. So yes, result-oriented plus value is essential. But you know what? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala added 3 different characteristics to the word. 3 different characteristics. And these 3 characteristics, my friend, is a game changer. You really don't need to do much. In fact, you don't need to do anything at all. Just by knowing those characteristics, there's 0 effort you need to do. Merely by knowing the 3 characteristics Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala added to the word, this shifts your awareness. The entire way you see yourself as a human being, you see yourself as individual, you see life at large, you see the world, you see Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and the divine himself. 180-degree changes, shifts, and you will be surprised when you know how much pain and how much hardship you went through in your life just when you did not understand the 3 dimensions of the word. And just by understanding them, how easy, happily, smooth your life would be and how much your awareness would shift. We're gonna, inshallah, discuss those dimensions next video. Stay with me, buckle up, and let's go. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.